The cryptocurrency market has undergone some severe turbulence. While known to be an extremely volatile market, the cryptocurrency sector leading exchange platforms have dominated the headlines for not so good reasons. Regarded as the second largest exchange, FTX is on the brink of collapse. Led by their CEO, Sam Bankman-Fried, the crypto company raised almost $400 million from SoftBank and others to reach a $32 billion valuation at the beginning of this year, 2022. And only last month had ambitious acquisition plans of its own. They even stepped in to save other cryptocurrency organizations such as Voyager in attempts to boost the industry. And as we all know, it is extremely volatile. Binance, on the other hand, the leading crypto exchange, closely watched FTX and even invested millions in efforts to help grow the sector when FTX was first starting out. So this is a very interesting story here, and a lot has transpired this past week. Everybody's trying to figure out what's going on. Again, myself personally, I am for the technology behind cryptocurrency such as blockchain, but I am still very skeptical, just watching it. So there's a lot going on. All right, so people have kind of always considered the CEO of Binance, which is Changpeng Zhao, and the CEO of FTX to almost be perhaps maybe a little bit of frenemies. They are direct competitors, but at the same time have tried to work together in the past. However, what started out as a cordial relationship seems to have turned sour among the crypto kings. Also referred to as CZ, that's the Binance CEO, advocates for a free market, decentralized ecosystem without regulation. And so, on the other hand, also referred to as SBF, CEO of FTX, he started engaging in activities that seemed to increase the sector regulation. So he's for regulation, working with government to try and come up with some standards in the crypto industry and moreover, specifically regulation. So it seems like maybe a conflict of ideologies there. So I refer to them as frenemies. Perhaps frenemies at best, or Binance attempt to keep their competitor close at bay. Sometimes they say, keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer, or something like that. Or maybe it was just a strategic attempt to do a takeover. We don't know. Lots of volatility in the market, and this has all been adding fuel to the fire in an already highly volatile market after a year in which trust in crypto companies has already been torn to shreds by the collapse of hedge fund Free Arrows, capital lender Celsius, and the Terra Luna stablecoin. Another high-profile failure was the last thing the industry needed. And so a series of events have caused massive withdrawals from FTX crypto exchange. For example, FTX has a native cryptocurrency token called FTT, which traders use for operations like paying transaction fees. Last year, Mr. Zhao sold his stake in FTX back to Mr. Bankman-Fried, who paid for it partially, again, with FTT coins. So very interesting things going on here. Now, the other wild card, or maybe curveball thrown into the mix of all this, is Alameda Research, which seems to be a sister company. So on top of all this, then last week, Wednesday, November 2nd, on CoinDesk, a crypto industry news service triggered a crisis. It claimed that the balance sheet of Alameda, a crypto hedge fund owned by FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried, held billions of dollars worth of FTX's cryptocurrency, FTT, and had been using it as collateral in other loans. So what in the world? What is going on here? So you can see why maybe certain tension has been building among these two crypto kings, head of massive organizations in the crypto sector. And we all know that Binance is the number one company, and FTX is following suit. So I think you can sense some tension here. So Binance announced on November 6th that it would sell its FTT coins due to recent revelations. In response, FTT's price plummeted and traders rushed to pull out of FTX, fearful that it would be yet another fallen crypto company, because there's a lot of these that have just been collapsing, falling for various reasons. But you have to remember there is a lot of speculation when it comes to cryptocurrency, so you really have to do your due diligence. So once again, FTX scrambled to process requests for withdrawals, which amounted to an estimated whopping $6 billion over 3 days. Oh my gosh. It seemed to enter a liquidity crunch, meaning it lacked the money to fulfill its requests. So this essentially means it had not enough management reserves to cover that, and was in essence, pretty much kind of overvaluating the FTT coin. So yeah, the CEO of Binance tweeted this. This was on November 9th. Stating as a result of corporate due diligence, as well as the latest news reports regarding mishandled customer funds and alleged U.S. agency investigations, we have decided that we will not pursue potential acquisition of FTX. So at some point, Binance wanted to step in, save the day for FTX, and kind of uncovered some of these discrepancies and whatnot. So lots going on here. So what are a few takeaways from all this? I would say I would highly advise, and again, this isn't official, no professional advice here. Please do your due diligence. But if you decide to engage in the crypto market, ensure you have a public and private key of your digital assets in your crypto wallet, please. It's all about custody, right? But by all means, do your due diligence and seek professional advice. Once again, by the way, this video does not represent any professional financial investment advice. We merely just want to encourage you all to do your due diligence. So another problem about all of this, conflict of interest. So FTX seems to have some remnant signs of conflict of interest. Consider the digital asset, or in this case, even the crypto exchanges, parents, subsidiary, or associated companies when deciding to invest. So remember, we talked about that Alameda research company that was a sister organization to FTX. So they were filling that company's balance sheet with FTX's token coin, FTT. So yeah, lots going on there. It's been quite interesting the past couple days just watching it all transpire. Lastly, if an initial coin offering digital asset startup or crypto exchange is not transparent on its ability to repay debts and obligations, dig a little deeper. You got to do your due diligence on this. If a public company definitely you want to assess its balance sheet. The numbers do not lie. Yes, they might be construed or overvalued, but you can can certainly link it back to its origin. This case is a perfect example where, it can be assessed in several ways. But to Binance's CEO's credit, he did, I think he mentioned in a statement, he was emphasizing the need to offer what he was calling proof of reserves, which I kind of commend him for saying that. The proof of reserves to crypto exchange users as a measure of confidence to be solvent. So that's essentially just ability to pay for transaction loans that are going on the exchange if people decide to pull their money out. Just like a regular bank will, the same thing applies here. So once again, a lot has transpired in just a week, but there is here's a review of the main events that seem to have knocked FTX over on top of the past year's accumulation of mistakes. So last Wednesday, CoinDesk, provides this report of Alameda's balance sheet that was revealing that it was kind of inflated with FTX's token coin, FTT. And then on the 6th, Binance, started to do liquidation transactions. They were selling off some of their shares. And that triggered the market to, users to also, because, they were fearing like, hey, we might not be able to get our money out, which definitely transpired a couple days later. And that was close to $6 billion of withdrawals in just one day. It's just crazy. So at a point on the 8th, Binance signs LOI, that's a letter of intent, with its attempts to, maybe possibly try to just buy FTX because they fail, they indirectly get affected. Remember, they had a stake in FTX. So while they're kind of this frenemies relationship going on, they do have interest to see crypto organizations succeed because it also impacts them as well. But on the 9th, they decide to back out of that deal when certain things, kind of surfaced up on the balance sheets and, accumulation of a whole bunch of stuff during due diligence. So they backed out of the deal, and right now FTX is still scrambling. I don't know how much they are going to, hopefully they'll be able to repay all their users back. I've heard with some that, their accounts were frozen, they weren't able to withdraw, and other people, they haven't been able to withdraw. So out of all this, it's important to understand that the crypto exchange market impact, right? So as of June 2022, market share, again, these are like the leading exchanges with Binance, FTX, Coinbase. As we mentioned, Coinbase is growing its market share from 15%, with what was FTX at second until today. Then Binance has been the long-standing crypto king per se, but will probably be enjoying a significant market share globally, increased amount of market share, with FTX experiencing its troubles and collapse. So, definitely do your due diligence out there. I mean, crypto is a very volatile market, once again. And here at Vendhere, we're tech enthusiasts and strategic thinkers. We're always looking to help startups and small businesses go to market and find their tailored high growth impact. But we are curious, we just kind of did this video as like a perfect case study. We'll definitely be using this in the future in terms of teaching and some of our training. But yeah, a lot has happened in just 1 week. So, we just thought we'd provide this video, add a little input. But hey, we'd like to hear from you. If you are in the crypto market or a user of FTX, we would love to hear your experience. Many people assets were frozen from withdrawal, while others have been able to complete withdrawals. So ironically, FTX had a tagline of saying, don't be like Larry. But when you see $32 billion FTX collapse in less than a week, maybe be like Larry. I don't know. But hey, like this video, comment, share, or even reach out. Let us know your experience, and we'll continue the conversation. Thanks.